The stockinette stitch. You've been practicing your casting on, your knitting, and your purling? I hope so. The stockinette stitch is one row is knit, the next row is purled. One row is knit, the next is purled. And we're going to do that. So this is my cast on. I cast on 10, if you're curious. Now I will grab my yarn. Remember, when you're knitting, the yarn is at the back. So we are going to knit the first row. I'm going a little bit faster in this video because I've assumed you have practiced doing the knit stitch. Quick review, a little bit slow on this one. We go in from the left to the right, into the loop, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, and pull it off. Okay. I have assumed you've watched that basic video and you have practiced doing the knit stitch over and over and over. That's why I'm going a little bit faster here, because you have been practicing that, so you don't need to watch this at such a slow speed. Okay, so there's my 9th stitch. Whoop, I didn't quite catch all the plies of the yarn there. There we go. And 10. So that's row 1 of the stockinette stitch. It is knit. Turn it over. Row 2 is purled. All right, remember, when you purl, the yarn is in the front. Not, if you were knitting, the yarn would go to the back. You are purling, the yarn is going into the front. So we are going to purl. And remember, when you purl, the needle goes, when you knit, the needle comes, like the two needles are going to be friends facing the same direction. When you're purling, their needles are in opposite directions. So needle goes in, I wrap the yarn around the needle, I pull it through. You can use this finger to help if you need to, and pull it off. There you go. So what you do for the second row is you purl it, and there's number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. You noticed I'm using my circular needles for this. That's because I like using circular needles, although they can drive people crazy. But I just prefer it. But it doesn't matter. You do whatever works for you. Okay, so there's the second row. And this is becoming what we call the back side of the knitting. Most knitting comprises of the stockinette stitch or variations thereof, but this side is you see the little bumps? And this is actually the knit side, which is going to be quite smooth. This is bumpy and this is smooth. There is a difference. Okay, so we're on to the smooth side. This is the knit side. So we'll just get going. We will knit the row, because that's all you do. You knit one, you purl one. You always knit on the knit side and you purl on the purl side. So yarn in the back, and we're going to knit the knit side. And after your third row, it's very evident which is the knit side and which is the purl side. And you'll see it in just a moment. It'll become even more obvious. So I'm knitting my 10 stitches. There they are. Okay. You see how that is the knit. And if I flip over to the purl, looks completely different. It's all bumpy. That's the purl side. When you see the bumpy side, you know you're on the purl side, or it's the wrong side of the garment, which is weird because I've made garments where I've made that the front side, the good side, so I hate to call it the wrong side. The back side, whatever. You could call it whatever you like. It's the purl side. All right, so we're going to purl, and that's all the stockinette stitch is. One side you knit, one side you purl. And I will finish up this row, not going too quickly, just at a moderate speed. I'll slow it down a little bit. Some people find the purling stitch a little more difficult, and I don't know why. I like both. They're both necessary, so you need to perfect both the knit and the purl. And we're coming up on the 9th. And there's the 10th. And voila. That's all I'll demo for now. Now you can see that's the purl side. It's bumpy. That's the knit side. It's smooth. And that is how you do the stockinette stitch.